Welcome back to my channel. In this lesson video, we're going to talk about this topic. Paano sulatin ang scope and limitation of the study? Okay, mahalagang alam natin to at kumpleto ang ilalagay nating detalye dito sapagkat ito ang nagsasabi kung ano ang sakop at hindi nasaklaw ng ating study. So, kumbaga, sinasabi dito ng ating mga teachers or professors, ito yung nagsasaad ng parameters of the study. Parameters meaning, ito yung mga specific characteristics, ito yung mga specific aspects or fixed limit of the study. So, ano naman ang scope and limitation? Magkapareho po ba sila, ma'am? Siyempre, hindi. Dalawang magkaibang detalye ang dapat nating ilagay dito. Una, yung scope. Siyempre, yung scope, ito yung sakop. Ito yung coverage. Ang sakop ba ng study mo ay ang buong eskwelahan, ang buong district, ang buong university? Anong kino-cover niya? Anong aspect? Social media effect ba sa academic performance ng mga bata? At iba pang detalye. So, yun yung scope. Ang limitation naman, ito yung mga constraints, ito yung mga restrictions, ito rin yung potential weakness ng iyong study. So, ma'am, kailangan po bang isulat ang potential weakness ng study? Of course, kailangan siyang isulat kasi para itong disclaimer. Kasi baka mamaya ang study mo ay descriptive, tapos hanapin ng mga panel of evaluators yung data from the experiment. So, kung descriptive siya, syempre hindi ka nag-experiment. Ngayon, kung hindi mo yun nilagay sa iyong scope and limitation, maaaring pag-usapan pa siya. Unlike if malinaw nang nakastate doon, clearly stated na siya, hindi na siya tatanungin ng iyong panel of evaluators. Ma'am, ano po yung ilalaman kapag scope po ang isinulat ko? So, nandito of course yung main focus ng iyong study, nandito yung aspects, nandito yung variables, nandito yung participants or respondents, nandito yung setting, at nandito rin yung time frame. So, basically, iyon ang nilalaman ng scope. Kailangan definitely, clearly stated sila, hindi magulo, para malinaw na malinaw, hindi lang sa panel of evaluators, kundi sa mga readers ng iyong study. Sa limitations naman, syempre, nandito yung sample size. Kailangan mong sabihin kung ito ba ay isang section lamang, isang campus lamang, ilan sila, kasi nakaka-apekto sila sa tinatawag na generalizability ng iyong study. Nandito mo rin sasabihin ano yung mga limitations sa resources, limitations sa time, yung bang iyong test ay, or ang iyong instrument ay self-measure. Ibig sabihin ng self-measure, sila mismo yung nagsagot para doon sa survey. Kasi may mga weaknesses yan kapag self-measure instrument. Meron yang mga tinatawag na mga recall problems, recall issues, hindi gaanong maalala. At nandiyan syempre yung social desirability. Dahil sa kagustuhang maging socially desirable ng respondent, yung kanyang sagot, ay hindi niya nilalagay. Halimbawa, ang pinakamababang rating ay 1. Hindi niya malagyan ng 1. Imbes na 1, ginagawa pa rin niyang 4 or 5, mataas pa rin. Nandiyan din yung mga ethical considerations. Kailangang sabihin na because of privacy issues, nagkaroon ng ganitong limitasyon, hindi ka na nakapag-interview. So, magandang inilalahad yan sa limitation part. Kaya, kumpletuhin mo po yung iyong scope and limitation. Sa iba, ang ginagawa, scope lang talaga. Kailangan properly stated din yung mga limitation ng iyong study. Narito ang halimbawa ng isang simple na scope and limitation of the study. Siyempre, maiksi lang ito. Pwede nyo namang pahabain. Basta brief and direct to the point ang inyong gagawin. For example, this study focused on investigating the effects of social media usage to the academic performance of first-year college students in a university, kung anong school yon, academic year 2024-2025. It included analyzing the frequency and duration of social media usage among the respondents. Quantitative surveys and qualitative interviews were utilized to gather data. The variables considered were kung ano yung mga variables na isinama. The study was limited to the first-year students only of the College of Social Sciences, or kung anong college yung isinama ninyo, and to self-reporting measures which could affect the generalizability of the results. Further, it mainly utilized descriptive method in determining the effects of social media to the learner's academic performance. So basically, sa scope and limitation, sinasabi ng ibang panel of evaluators, nandito yung 5 W's and H. Ano nga ba yung 5 W's na yun? Nandiyan yung what, who, when, where, why, how. Okay? So, 5 W's and H. So, halimbawa, doon sa ating iginawa ng scope and limitation, narito yung mga 5 W's and H niya. For the what, syempre, it's all about study on effects of social media. Why? Determine how social media affects academic performance. Who? First-year students. Sila yung involved dito. Where? In the school or university of, kung anong university yun. When? Academic year 2024-2025. How? Using descriptive method, quantitative survey, and qualitative interview. So, malinaw yung 5 W's and H niya. Nandun. Kapag nasagot mo to sa scope and limitation, clearly stated na siya. Narito naman yung ilang halimbawa kung paano umpisahan ang pagsulat ng paragraph or paragraphs para sa scope and limitation of the study. The study focuses on this study centers on the study covers in determining the blank, kung ano yung focus ng study, it is worthy to note that this research endeavors to shed light on this study sets out to assess in exploring the complexities of blank, it is crucial to articulate the focus, which is blank. So, mga basic na pang-umpisa yan ng mga sentences. Marami pa syempreng pwedeng gawin na pang-umpisa basta malinaw mo siyang mapapahayag. Okay, there you go guys. Madali lang naman sulatin ang scope and limitation of the study, and I bet in 1 hour, kapag nauunawaan mo ng husto ang sakop ng iyong study, wala pang 1 oras actually, tapos ka nang sulatin ang scope and limitation mo. So of course, do not forget the correct grammar and the correct tense. Kung proposal yan, naka-future tense, pero kung tapos na yan, naka-past tense na siya. Okay, there you go guys. Sana nakatulong sa inyo ang brief lesson video na ito. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for more lesson uploads, practical tips, and anything educational. Have fun learning!